On Home to Me by Tab Benoit. This is a CVT guitar lesson for Steve Groob. And dude, Steve, I cannot stop listening to this song. This is such an amazing blues song. The basic rhythm is section 1A. This is in standard tuning. Just slight alterations once in a while, but we're keeping that primary rhythm the same. There's two different solos. Just great tone. The dude's got a great voice, and I love it when I get to hear somebody that I haven't heard. The dude is just, he's awesome. So let's jump in on this main section 1A. It's starting with a C root and it builds up to a C7 chord. It's 3A, 2D, 3G, and 1B. We're going to go 3 times on the A string, 3rd fret. So you'd have then the A and D string, 3rd and 2nd fret 3 times, then the A, D, and G string 3 times, and then we do the A through the B string, and that'll be 12 times. So you're just building it. Section 2 is 9 seconds in, and this is the main like rhythmic groove that I was talking about. 1 E, 3 slide to 5, 3 5A, so you have, and then 2A hammer to 3. So, and then change fingers. Third fret A, 1st finger, short rest there, just like there is here. 5 slide to 7 on the A, and then some double stops. 5th fret bar D and G twice, hammer to 7D. You can still hear both those notes. Back to 5/5. So, first position F major bar chord. Everything 1st fret barred, 3A, 3D, and 2G. And you'll strum, rest, 3 more strums to F7. Just take your pinky off. So it's 1 3 1 2 1 1. That would be your fret starting from the low E down. Rest, and then 2 more. 1A rest, 3 slide to 5. 3 D and G twice, hammer to 5D. You can hear both notes. 2nd fret D and G, slide to 3rd fret, or you can hammer. And then, love this too. 3G, 3E. I would go pick and finger, slide it up to 5th fret, slide it back to 2 1 G and E. So it's part of chords. And then back to 1A, rest, hit it again, go to the 3rd fret, slide to 5. 3rd fret D and G twice, hammer to 5D. To 3 5 A and D string. That's just a C5 power chord, so it's 3A, 5A, slide to 7, 5 D and G, and then here's an F major chord. I don't know if you've ever played it this way. It walks right into where we're at. 8A, 7D, 5G, and 6B. It's a F major. Strum, rest, 3 more. Back to 1A. 3 slide to 5. So 3 D and G, hammer to 5D. Back to 3 D and G to 5A. And then a standard F major from the high E string. We're going to bar the high E and the B, 2G and 3D. 2 strums, 3E slide to 5. 3A twice, and then a shift over to the C7 chord we used at the beginning. Strum, rest, 2 strums, and then check this out. It's another inversion of a C7. 5D, barred 3rd fret from the G string all the way down, and 5B. And go. If that's too tough to do staccato, just go. And that's your main rhythm, okay? Then the solo kicks in. At 146, go 5G, slide to 7. 6B twice, vibrato. 8B, bend, release, bend. And then 8E, bend, bend, release. 8B, bend, release, vibrato. So 152 timestamp, 7G, bend. and it's a hold as you grab the 8 on the high E. Keep the bend on 7G and release it. You're going to pick and release. So it's 5G twice, bend. 5 hammer 7 on the G to 6B to 7G. 8B bend. Bend, release, pull off to 6. 7/6 GB vibrato. So it's 8B, slide to 10. 8/10 on the E, slide to 13. So it's, once you get to 13, rest, slide. Timestamp 158. 13B, slide to 15 to 13. 14G, slide to 12, pull to 10. It's a lot of technique in there. So, and then 12 half step, bend, release, pull to 10. And then 10 vibrato. Okay, it's a rest. 10 hammer 12, rest and pull to 10. 2 minutes 1 second in. 12/10 on the D and G, and you're going to do that. Go 12/10 and then reverse it. 10G 12D. So 10G 12, slide to 14. So it's okay. 13/14 B and G 6 times. 1, 2. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Extra 6 times there. 13B hammer 15. Back to 13B, and then 14G, slide to 12 to 10. 12. Pre-bend 12. Release, pull to 10 to 12D. So it's, you'd have 10G hammer 12. Pick the 12. 10 slide. 2 minutes 9 seconds. 1B twice, hammer to the 3rd fret, and then 1st fret E and B. Okay, top of page 4. 3E, slide to 5, and then 5, slide to 3. Pick the 1st fret. So it's 3B, 1G hammer 2 to 3D, and he's just building a F major, like an F major triad there. 2 on the 2-1 G and B. This is the 2/12 timestamp. Hammer to the 3B, and then 2-1-1 G, B, and E. 3D, slide to 8. Some tough stuff right here. 6G, 6 hammer 7, 7/6 GB twice. Hammer to 8B, and then 7/6/6 G, B, and E. Down, 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 up. And then 2/16, we're going to go on the G string. 15, 13B, and 15E. Down on the chord, up on the mute 2 times. And then go down, up. And then that final down will be 15, 13, 13. So it's 13, 15 on the B and the E. 13, 15 bend. Bend again. 13, 15, 13, 13 on the B vibrato at the end. 14G, 13, 15B. There it is, whole step bend. Bend the 15. We need that. Bend, bend, hold, release, pull off to 13. So it's 14, 13 GB. 13 hammer 15B, 13B twice vibrato. Rest, 13, 15. 13B, 16G bend vibrato. 16 bend. 16B, pre-bend the 16, release to 13B. That sounds like this. 15G bend, release, pull 13 to 15D. So it's 13 hammer 15G to 13G, 15D twice vibrato. 232 in, we're going to go 12, 15D, 13G and B together, 15G bend, so it's 13B twice, rest again, then 13B, 15G. We're going to bend, so it's a unison bend. I'm going to back that with my middle finger, bend the 15th fret, do it again with the bend release to 13GB, 15GB. So, and then top of page 5, 13GB hammer to 14. So 15D vibrato. 237N, we're going to go 5D, slide to 7. On the G, go 5, 7, 7, half step bend. So it's, and then 7, 5, 7, pull 5, 7, slide 10. And then pick vibrato. 10D, slide to 12. 10G vibrato. 12G bend. 12 vibrato. 10, 12G. Now this is tricky. Bend, a whole step, then a half step, and then back to the whole step. Pick, release. So it's 10G vibrato, and then 4 times vibrato. 13G bend, 2 steps. It's a 4 fret bend. Bending it to that. Release, and then a whole step. Release. So it's 10G vibrato slide. 5, 7G, half step bend release pull to 5. 7D, 5G hammer 7. 5G vibrato, 7G. So it's okay. The rhythmic repeat, section 2, 252 in. Then the second solo comes in 357. Go 5G. You want to slide that to 7. 6, 8B bend. Hold the bend and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 2, so it'll be 12 times. Then bend it a whole step, step and a half. So it's, you'll go, and then bend, release, pull 6 to 7G, 8B bend, 8 vibrato. So it's 7G bend, hold as you do the 8B, and then 7G pick, pre-bend release, 5G twice, then go ahead and bar that. So you can go 5, 8 on the G and B, and then strum it twice, hammer to 7G, back to 5, 8. It's easier to kind of bar it, but it doesn't have to. And then rest, hammer to 7 again on the G, back to 5, 8, down up on the 5G. Top of page 6, I think we have 2 pages left. 405N, it's 14G, 13, 13 on the B, hammer 15, 13 vibrato, sounds like this. 14G, 13 hammer 15B, 13B, sounds like this. It's almost the same thing, right? 15 on the B twice, hammer 16, 15, 13, 15G, bend, release, pull 13, and then 15, 13G, 15D, down up vibrato, so it's 411N, 12, 15D, and then 13, 15G, pre-bend, 15 released, pull off to 13, sounds like this. Killer riff. 15, 13, half step bend on the G. 15, DA. 14A, quick rest. 13, 11, slide to 12 on the A. To 15D vibrato. 4, 14, we're going to go 12G, slide to 14. On the B string, go 13, 13, hammer 15, 15, pull 13. Sounds like this. 13, 13, 15, 13. 15, slide to 18. Pick vibrato, and then down up on the 18. 17G, slide to 19. On the B string, 18, 20, pre-bend the 20, release, pull to 18. So it's 20-18 B, vibrato twice. So it's 422, go 13th fret on the E and B, barred twice, hammer to 15B. 15B, half step bend, pick, release, pull to 13. 15, 13, B, G, half step bend. So it's 15D. 4 minutes, 25 seconds in, 15A, slide to 13, pull to 11. And then 13, pull 11 again. To 13 on the E. 13A, slide to 15. And once you get there, go 3 times. 14th, 13th, 11th, 13th, 11th, 12th. That whole part sounds like this. And I think that's it for the solo. It goes back to section 2, which is the primary rhythm, and ends with F major, the first position bar chord. Okay, so I got another one coming for you. This was, like I said, a great song. I've heard it about 10 times. Really, really good blues guy here, so we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks.